Welcome, everyone. We are Diana and Ken Burke from Trinity, Florida.
We're super excited to share this presentation with you in the next 30 minutes. And actually, we're in Napa Valley currently, and it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. And if you're in Eastern Standard Time, it's 12 noon. And we're so thankful to be presenting this opportunity with this patch that's changed our lives, changed our families' lives, our friends' lives. So we're excited for what you're going to take a look at today. Now, what you're going to find yourself in this amazing opportunity is being really one of three people. You may be a three, which is someone says, Ken, I like what I see, but I want to do more research. We get that. I just this morning enrolled somebody who needed some time to take a look at this after we had shared it with them about a week ago, and we just signed them up because now they're ready. So we want to meet you where you're at. And that's what this presentation is about today. It's not being pressured. It's about you feeling that you've got the information needed to make a great decision for you and hopefully your loved ones and family, because that's what this thing can do. And then you may be a number two. Ken, I like what I see, and I'm ready to maybe get some patches on me and my family and friends. Or Ken, I'm a number one. I like what I see. I definitely want to get some patches for me and my family. And I want to hit the go button on this rewarding program offered by the company for those who share it financially, and which has been a great blessing for us. It's what's rewarded us to now be in Napa Valley on a short trip today to enjoy the fruits of being a blessing to others with this amazing patch. So without any further ado, we're going to screen share our presentation with you. And so you can, and then we'll walk through a guideline, and then you can get back with the person who invited you at the end of this presentation and let them know which one are you, and they'll help you go from there.
So here's the question. Have you been patched yet? This little patch elevates, activates, and regenerates your own stem cells.
That's right. And it can be worn anywhere on the body. As you see on this beautiful woman here, it's on her shoulder, but I wear mine here and Dinah wears hers there. And so, because it's light throughout the whole body, and we'll explain more about that in a minute. But first, we really want to give credit where credit is due. And that's to a man that we all are so thankful for and almost pray for daily because he's changed our lives. And that's the scientist and inventor of this patch named David Schmidt.
So David Schmidt is the CEO and the inventor of the X39. He has over 130 patents. He's a scientist and an inventor, and he specializes in age reversing. In 2008, David focused his attention on stem cell research. The recent patent took over 10 years and 4.5 million to bring it to market.
Yeah, just a little further background. So David started 21 years ago with the Navy SEALs, right? And they wanted him to figure out a way to keep these people awake underneath the water 18 or more hours in these specialized submarines. And David figured out a way using this photobiomodulation patch, this unique therapy patented, no one in the world has it, using two patches and an energy system that worked. It leveraged the light in their body and the fat cells in their body to give them energy. And so that led to the Berkeley swim team finding out about, which then led to Michael Phelps discovering this and wearing this during the Olympics. This is Olympic approved technology, safe for all of us. And so, and then from that point, and then so that's how it got started. Well, then David began to create other patches, but in 2008, he turned attention once again to stem cells, took 10 years to figure this thing out, and then got it patented in 2020 during COVID when the whole world was shutting down. And what happened? Well, people, not salespeople, but people who just love and care about their families who are wearing this said, I'm got to get on the phone and call my best friend. I got to call my mom. I got to call my brother and uncle. They need to get on this patch because the hope I'm seeing in me, I want that for them. And the company began to blow up like a rocket, all based around this amazing patch that's patented. And no one in the world has this patented. It's patented to 2040. So we have the cookie, if you will.
That's right. So here is the patent. It says it's example of embodiments of a resulting of an elevating of a copper peptide, including activation of stem cells, improvement in energy, elevation of antioxidants, reduction in inflammation, management of pain, improvement in stamina, elevation of collagen production, and improved wound healing.
I mean, think about that. Do you know of any one item you could consume or what have you that could do a portion of these? Yet these are all happening in the body based on 80 clinical trials that were done, all poured into this patent, stamped by the United States government. There it is. And underneath the FDA, we're defined as a wellness patch, which means there's no side effects. It's safe for all. So no side effects with light therapy. So how spectacular is that?
So why the X39 stem cell activation patch? Well, the fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal. Hundreds of millions of people are experiencing symptoms of aging. I know I have. And at age 30, only half your stem cells are active. And at age 60, you lose almost all your stem cell activity. That's
Until this.
Until this, right?
Well, I think it's really awesome because, I love my doctor friends, but no doctor ever told me that I actually had stem cells throughout my whole body. We do in our brain, our bones, your eyes, your organs, everywhere throughout, as you say here, meant for healing and repair. And a stem cell, the power of a stem cell, it can morph into any cell the brain tells it. So like if you're 8 years old, you break a bone, what happens? The brain says, oh, I'll send stem cells there, and they morph into any cell needed: bone, marrow, tissue, ligament, joint, you name it. Got something going through your heart, we got it. So it's amazing what the brain can do thanks to now what this is. But as you see here, by the time you're 60, boom, almost all of them are now dormant. So if you're 80 years old and you break a bone, it's sad for those who break a hip at a certain age near the end, because many of them don't do well thereafter. So that's kind of the story. And now, but thanks to this amazing, amazing technology, you can turn all those stem cells in your own body back on from the light within your body. Right. So what happens is all of us emit infrared light. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that on this next screen here.
So how the X39 works, it's a proprietary form of phototherapy. It's a patented nanocrystal technology. It reflects light to activate. It's non-transdermal. It's no drugs, chemicals, or stimulants in this patch, and it's non-invasive.
Yeah, to me, this is actually fascinating. As I was saying, that all this walking around emitting infrared light. Like a little infrared light generators, so if you put infrared goggles on, you can see people light up in the dark. Why? Because in the heat wave coming off us is a light wave. That light wave has a mathematical frequency that then bounces off this patch from inside, right? Not sunlight hitting your skin that then creates a reaction called, a vitamin D. No, this is light that's already there all the time, 24/7. So you can wear this in the dark. It doesn't matter because it's light coming from inside of you that's reflecting off this patch. And all these little microscopic organic crystals from organic plants are arrayed in such a way to emit a frequency. And when that does, it then accumulates this peptide. And when that happens, the brain says, hey, thank you very much. I'm going to turn on all your dormant stem cells. It's fascinating.
So here are the benefits of the X39. Increased strength, reduction of inflammation, increased stamina, energy and vitality, mental clarity, restored muscle or skeleton condition, improvement of sleep, improvement in skin appearance. So to achieve optimal health, the state of basically complete physical, mental, and social well-being.
That's for sure. It definitely does help us achieve that. So, honey, why don't we share with some of the folks here what this thing did for you?
So, well, in 21 days, it took away my hot flashes.
How many days were you having?
Oh, I was having 10 to 15 or more a day at night. And so that was such an amazing relief. And then also I had a thing called menopausal anxiety, which I didn't even realize was such a thing, but I was feel anxious a lot, and I don't have that anymore. As time went on, we've had 5 children. I've delivered 5 children and had a lot of hip pain, and it was hard for me to sleep at night with experiencing this hip pain, and I don't have the hip pain anymore. So, and my skin feels better. My hair has grown. I feel like I have high school hair right here because this is as long as it was in high school. So it's been pretty amazing.
And then she had more wrinkles here on the décolleté area, and now she doesn't. I mean, it's kind of fascinating. Some other things what it did for me is I had an 18-man advertising company for 10 years and 3 magazines, and I built it, but it was a lot of pressure because I couldn't find good sales reps. So I was always back on the street selling, and everybody got paid off my production. A lot of stress. Well, in 2.5 weeks, my brain came into a state of mental clarity that I didn't even know could exist. I mean, I already was in good shape. I do intermittent fasting. I do CrossFit, handstand walks, and I've got a pretty good diet. So I didn't initially understand the power of this thing. So I bought it to be able to get it on family and friends. I knew it would help them. I knew it eventually helped me, but I didn't realize the stress I had for 10 years that I didn't realize was sealing my life away was now going to reduce. And then I got this gift called living in the present, to be present where my shoes are at. So we have 10 grandbabies. Well, guess what? Now I get to be present with them. When we go on vacation, I'm actually there and my mind isn't spun up. And now when I'm talking with people, I usually be thinking about 4 or 5 other things as a business owner because I got to make payroll next month and next week. And so my brain was always going. It was always on, almost fight or flight for years. I didn't realize that. I thought that was just how it came with the territory with running a small business. And now, no. Thank God for that. Do I have stress? Yeah, like this. So who doesn't? But who would like to have a lot more less stress? And then another couple things I thought was fascinating. I had a dear friend of ours. He had frozen shoulder, right? So he couldn't golf with his daughter for up to 14 months. And that was her daddy-daughter date time. That's very important. And 5 days in on the patch, he says, Ken, you're not going to believe this, but I'm back on the course again. I thought, man, what a gift that was. And then my dad, he had scarred lungs after COVID. Now, my dad was 280 pounds at the time. He was on 12 medications, 1 kidney, and then he gets COVID. Now he's on his way out. He could breathe fine before, but after that, he had a walker, couldn't walk 20 feet with his walker. And I said, hey, Dad, I think this can help with your purple tingling legs because it helped a friend of mine in just a matter of a week with that. And then so he starts wearing the patch and he didn't see anything with his tingling in his feet or anything like that and the numbing. But then 5 weeks in, he calls me and says, Ken, I can breathe again. Buy me a plane ticket, go see Brittany in Louisiana, our daughter, his granddaughter, the great grandbabies. I'm like, Dad, I thought he's crazy. I'm not buying you anything. You can't walk 20 feet with your walker. Next thing you know, he's in an Uber at Tampa National Airport, spends the week out with Brittany in Louisiana. His lungs healed. That blew my mind. And then his tingling in the legs, that went away. And then his sleep got better. So the brain works in a triage mode. It works on what's most important first. And that's why it's important to give it the length of time needed to wear this.
So here's a great topography map. A participant of a 77-year-old woman placed the X39 on the back of her neck. And in session 1, the inflammation, she's got lots of inflammation, lack of brain coherence. And in 3 weeks on the X39, look at this, no more inflammation, improved brain coherence. And in 6 weeks on the X39, a complete turnaround, better brain coherence. So it can be noted that when she came in, her brain was hyperactive. Her brain calmed down dramatically at the second visit, and after wearing the X39 patch for 3 weeks, her brain remained calm after wearing the patch for 6 weeks. Look at that.
It's awesome.
Amazing.
And when your brain is inflamed like that, you actually have inflammation throughout the whole body. So that was a gift to this woman, as has been for many of us.
So the long-term results of the X39 per case studies on thisisit.info.com. Well, the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. And within 6 weeks, the brain becomes balanced. And with 3 months, your collagen is increased. Within 6 months, your heart reverses in age. So it's not anti-aging, it's age reversing, said David Schmidt, the CEO and inventor of the X39.
Yeah. What's amazing is resveratrol and red wine got notoriety years ago because it reset 2 genes.
Right.
This is 4,000 genes being reset to a younger state, and the brain become balanced. We talk about that. Collagen, you have more collagen in your bones than you do calcium. So that's amazing. And I had a friend of mine who had a stretched aorta and he got himself on the patch. He was going to have to go for bypass surgery, and 12 weeks later before the surgery, that thing came all the way back in. So heart disease is the #1 killer in America today. And now we have a solution to bring hope potentially to people. And of course, we're not claiming anything about how this product can cure, treat, or take care of ailments. It's so important, diagnose, or treat or cure. That's something that you want to talk to your doctor about. We're just excited to share with you the testimonies from what we've seen. You can go back to your doctor to authenticate whatever you may need to do there. And also on the income claims. We're not going to make about any income claims. We're going to talk about that in a second, and because that's up to you. But this opportunity you're going to see is just classically a blessing.
Okay, how you wear the X39. You wear the patch 12 hours on and 12 hours off to repair and rejuvenate. Then you throw the patch away. Then you put a new patch on and repeat. You can wear more than one patch at a time, but it's not necessary. Drink plenty of water and add some Celtic sea salt or Himalayan sea salt to get your electrolytes.
Yeah, about a 1/4 teaspoon in half a gallon. that will give you all the electrolytes you need, and that will help bring the healing and repair needed.
X39 is so sophisticated, yet it's simple to explain, and the testimonies, as you can see, of the X39 are life-changing and emotional. And the best thing about the X39, it absolutely works on everyone over time when they're persistent and consistent with wearing it.
Awesome. So now what we want to do is we want to transition and talk a little bit about how much the patches are, how this company rewards us financially. So we're going to dove that together, and also the team that we're a part of that is helping set records worldwide and around the world. So why we're so excited. Well, it kind of all starts here with this. This is at info.com. What is this? This is a link that helps you and me from trying to not become a salesperson and over talk too much about this patch. This helps us to be able to share more about it without having to share more about it. Why? Because all the case studies, the patents, the research is sitting on this site. You got doctors chiming in on it, and with great little videos also. And so that makes it easy. So when someone asks you, hey, can you tell us a little more about this patch? Say yes. If you give me your phone, I'll text you a link to it, or here's a link, and you can see more about it for yourself. And then let's get back together and see what you thought. So this makes it more powerful. Also, when you're thinking about the dynamic of prosperity, prosperity happens because of simplicity and replication. That means we have one patch, and which makes that easy to share. And we have a simple way that other people can do what you can do and I can do. And this is at info.com, makes it a kind of a gateway to be able to help us staying focused on doing the most important things during the day. We say as God, family, work, and this opportunity, keep the balance of that order. This info really helps make that happen. Well, once again, this company was at $20 million back in COVID with these other patches they had. Then they introduced this patch, all right, and things took off like a rocket. And so as of just last year, over $600 million in sales from 20 million, we're on track to hit $1 billion this year. And the cool thing is 60% of that revenue goes back to pay you and me for sharing this with the world. So, and we have this amazing couple, Steve and Gina Merritt, here pictured on the left in black and white. And Steve and Gina, they came aboard this company a little 32 months ago, and they hit the highest rank in this business in 23 days that typically took 4 years to do. And they said, we're going to create a system for people to follow so we can help them hit this too. And now, fast forward, over 100 people have hit this highest rank. My wife and I were one within 11 months. Thanks to them, while I was still busy working 60, 70, 80 hours a week running my advertising company, I was able to follow the system that they created that created the growth and gave us the ability to eventually be set free by month 22. Thank God for that. And in the background there, you'll see a whole group of people. This is back in August 2023. They had their first big team convention. And well, the founder on the left and the president were so amazed at how fast this was going. They said, we got to come down here and check this out and endorse this as well. And they did. Well, now this team, this is a team, that's what it's called. Steve and Gina Merritt led this team called This Is a Team, is now the fastest growing team in the world. There's over several 100,000 people on it. And we plan on hitting probably 1 million people with this team this year. And that means if you're thinking about an opportunity, if you're thinking about, hey, Ken, I'm really busy and I don't have time. Well, we have a system, we have a formula, but we also have the cookie that no one else has. And what do we really have is you have the motivation and the belief to want to pick up the phone and call your mom, your best friend, and someone else, not because you want to sell them something, but because you believe they deserve the hope in this patch. And that's why this thing is shooting across the world, worldwide, because this is built on integrity and trust. And so, and when you care about somebody, you want to help them. And now we've got something to help them, but we also have a team that can financially help them too, because inflation is a bummer, isn't it? So, what is important to you? If you look at this screen here, what matters to you? What's the number one thing right now that pains you the most? If you get it solved, you would be like, I'd sleep better at night, Ken. Pick one of those. Well, with our team and with this patch, with the opportunity, we want to help you. And if you put the effort in to be able to share with us in the system to be able to achieve this. My wife and I, thanks to this opportunity, while working like we were, we've checked all these boxes. And thank you, David Schmidt, that this is a team and this patch. Thank you. So, and here's how it starts. Here's how simple it is. It's you, and you get 2 friends on your left and 2 friends on the right. You buy a certain amount of product for yourself and to share, and then your friends buy some product for themselves as well, and hopefully to share. And then what that does is this opens you up to potentially make up to $1,500 in a week. Now that's not going to happen immediately, but that eventually, as you replicate this play, of you, and then plus 2 on your left, 2 on your right, and then your friends and family, they signed up. Maybe they need 2 friends and they want 2 friends on their left and their right, and we begin to replicate this foreplay. And let's see here, cancel that. This genius business model, as basically sets of 4, 4, 4, 4 begin to come underneath your left and your right side, which is called a left and a right team. And the person who invited you can share more about this. We have a link on our this is a team site that can explain the compensation plan. But the beauty of this thing, if you just understood this right here and replicated this, and your friends replicated this, this will take you all the way through the highest rank in this business on the basis. So it's one patch of 4 people. And so, and there's more money to be made than the $25,000 a week. And here, so when you enroll a friend, you get 25% of the volume they're doing. If they enroll a friend, you get 20% there. That person enrolls a friend, that's 20%. So that's 3 generations down, and it doesn't matter how many people you enroll. So you can see this is an unlimited income potential. And how it starts is you have the ability to get this at a wholesale rate. So what this is this is a 30-day supply. Right, there's 30 patches in this sleeve right here. Comes in a beautiful envelope, looks like this. Well, this is usually $149 on a retail rate. Why would you want to pay retail when you can get it for wholesale? And I tell people you want a minimum to give this a 90-day run. And to do that, if you're just going to kick the tires, you get a 3-pack, right? And then so a 3-pack is a core on the left. And then, but if you want to hit the go button on the comp plan and you want to begin to share with other people because you care about it and want to build this, then you get either a 6-pack or the 20-pack. That's the advanced kit or the premium kit. And now this opportunity is built on the business itself. It's built on a 2-sleeve monthly subscription. Now remember, it's all month to month. You can click off anytime. And these other packs here, the core and the advanced and premium, that's a one-time purchase. You never do that again. So once you get enough to get yourself started, and you have to be on a 6 or 20-pack if you're going to pay it all the way the company pays, the 3-pack is simply going to give you the ability to get paid maybe up to $100 a week and just kind of kick the tires. Then go ahead and choose the pack that makes the most amount of sense for you. And you can get on a 1-sleeve monthly subscription that will actually hold a point volume, and your upline can explain more about that to you. But that, if you get on a 1-sleeve monthly subscription, that will at least hold the volume that's happening underneath you that will eventually will pay you. And so when you're ready, you can upgrade to a 2-sleeve monthly subscription to release that money and make sure you're on a 6 or 20-pack, and we go from there. So we're part of an amazing team. Visit team.com. Think about a McDonald's franchise. You know, they have teenagers who run that thing, and they have to have a franchise model. Well, visit team.com. That's our franchise system. And you go there, and we have all the tools necessary to help build this business. And so now is the time for you. Where are you at? What do you see right now? Are you a 3, needing more research? Are you 2, you want to get some patches? Or are you 1, you're ready to hit the go button, partner with us, and be able to do things like travel around the world, because it's coming as amazing trips. And then they do something additionally twice a year. They have an amazing event that gives you and me the ability to build this even faster. And it's called This Is It Next Level on August 8th. And so if you attend an event like this, what's going to happen? Your conviction and your belief in this opportunity is going to get bigger and better like never before. And you're going to come out wanting to enroll more family and friends. Well, if you invite 10 of your friends that are with you in this opportunity already, well, guess what? Your business is going to obviously grow much more rapidly. So it's a very powerful event, and it's extremely affordable. And we also have training that happens. We have Zooms that go on, but every Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have amazing trainers by leaders that makes it easier for you and me to learn how to build this business. And we have team calls, Zoom calls. We have a Monday night at 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where you can hear and that happens every week. This week, it's with our friends Cindy and Jens, and then Steve and Gina Merritt and some other amazing leaders in March 27th, 28th, and April 2nd and 3rd are going to be from Dallas, Houston, West Palm, and Orlando. And then we have an on-the-go podcast. So you can see we have all these tools to be able to help us build to 1 million distributors strong by year end. So, and if you want to learn more, we have a school platform, SKOOL. Just scan here and you can get connected on the This Is a Team school platform. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel, Facebook group, and then here's just a list of all the other Zooms that happen on a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, a Thursday, Friday, and so you can come back. Well, it's been an honor and a blessing to be able to share this amazing miracle patch. Do get back with the person who invited you. Let them know what you're ready to do, and may God bless you. Thank you.